But you go around breaking young girls' hearts. Ooh.
YouTube, today we are going to make my fat bike wheels tubeless because they should save a fair amount of weight and rotational mass. I have weighed the wheels, so we have the rear wheel at 8 pounds 15 ounces and the front wheel at 7 pounds 12 ounces. So we'll see what that comes out to after I take the tubes out. So what you'll need for this is some Gorilla Tape, some valve cores, some sealant, and a knife. I'm going to try not to use that. Try to do it with the brim strip that's in there and not shave it down. We'll see how that goes, but for now, let's get on with it. Alright, so start by letting some air, just hit them flat. A lot of volume in fat bike tires, so this could take a while. Do 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 do. So, next step, break the bead. So, I'm going to try tape over that, because I believe that my Gorilla Tape, oh yeah, a little bit wider than that tape, so I'm going to leave that right there, stick just beside it. Tape it. I don't like doing this. This is what happens when it's slow during the winter. We work on our bikes. Because we didn't get to all summer. Basically. Didn't grab scissors either, because I'm smart. SMRT.
What company is this?
So what I'm doing right now is just squishing down the tape. I gotta poke a hole in it soon. This isn't tubeless tape, it's Gorilla Tape. It is weatherproof, or resistant, whatever you call it. I'm actually going to get a blowtorch so that I can actually burn a hole in this, but I'm actually going to put another strip over the valve, which is right here. So, again, just flattening down the edges, making sure it's all sealed. I don't want any air leaking from this guy. It is low pressure and high volume, so I shouldn't be too worried. I'm probably going to have about 5 psi in these guys, but I still don't want any leakage. My first bike with tubeless. Alright, now we're back again. I've got to burn a hole in this valve, so blowtorch time. Can't remember where anything is time. Now, if you're watching this and you're doing this at home, just don't do this at home. I'm working on a metal bench. Nothing around me can light on fire. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because this will create a smaller hole. Therefore, will give me a better seal. Do not touch that. Pull it nice and tight.
Yeah.
Next step. Put these back together.
Yeah, no problem. Have a great day, guys.
So, as I was saying, going to use about 4 ounces of sealant per tire. If you have the little stands no tube, that's about 2 of those little bottles. I'm going to be using about half of this per my wheel set, so go from there. But yes, you have it like this, get most of it on, leave a little opening for the sealant. It's also a good time to line up your branding next to your valve hole. So spin that around. There you go, golden. Now it should be said, I haven't had a flat on these wheels yet in terms of when I had the tubes in. So I'm not expecting any glass or anything like that to be poking through and making this a bigger pain than it has to be. So, we'll see how it turns out. These are not tubeless ready tires, they're not meant to do this. More so just a experiment, see if it works. I've seen on the internet and YouTube that it does work. So I'm trying it. See how she goes. I'm also going to thread on a pressed adapter, which I have here, just to make it blowing up a little easier, because you have to pressurize quite quickly to get the seal on the tube. Sorry, on the tire against the rim. I know he's not doing it right now, but Derek was over there snickering at me. Yeah, see, hear him. So, I was an idiot, I forgot. The rim strip on the center.
Those two are a bar bag, so they go on the handlebar. And then these guys here are like under $35 and $30, but they slide onto a second rack. These ones do have the panels built into it. Okay, there. You can always access stuff there. Like, do a little movement, see if I can find something. What Greg, when we were hoping to be in? Well, I'm not even sure what I want.
How is it?
I'm gonna have to pick something up today. I'll think about the other section to do. See if there's something with cedar.
A lot of our women's clothing that's just on the other side of cycling clothing is on 50% off. If there's something there. Did it bead there, Rob?
Yep.
Nice.
I had to put a tighter one on, a 20-inch.
Yep.
So, I used a 20-inch thing on the center. Now I filled it up. Beaded, so we'll see how that holds. Do the second wheel. Put it back. So, now we got this set up tubeless. Let's see what it weighs. Scale's ready.
You got it?
The one. I've saved 3 ounces. Because there's fluid and there's tape. I'm going to try doing the other one with less tape to see if I can do it. Now I know how to actually seal it. But yeah, 8 pound 12 ounces. It was 8.15 when I started. But rotational weight should be different. So we'll see how it feels in the next video I do with my fat bike. But for now, on to the next one. So, to be more accurate on this wheel in terms of weight, I'm going to use 1 layer plus a second layer over the valve stem. And I'm going to use 2 of these little bottles to make sure that I have 4 ounces. Because I only saved, 3 ounces on that back wheel. It's kind of not worth all the struggle. But we're going to check on the front wheel. So I'll be back. Oh. Oh. Scary. Gotta get the sealant all the way around. Or it ain't gonna seal.
What do you do? Sure, I'll tell you. You know
So,
I can pull it up.
got that on there. Just weigh this guy up. See how she goes. Still talking to the camera.
I thought you were talking to me. I go, what is he saying now?
So remember, back wheel was only, 0.3 lighter. See how this guy is. Remember. Alright. 7 ounces on this one. Or 0.7 ounces or whatever. No, 7 ounces. So, there we have it. I put too much tape in the rear wheel. I'll give you guys an update on this when I actually go out and ride the fat bike, which is currently at the house. Should be interesting though. They are pumped up almost rock solid right now, so they will have a lot less pressure than when I'm actually riding them. But trying to get them to the seat, so high pressure.
538, 483.
Ice.